Hello, I'm Jason. My balls are sweating. This week, we're going to review our comic of the week. I got Marky here with me. Hell yeah, you're going to be touching them.
And I got Frankie the comic book dog.
Woof, 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 woof. Okay.
And I got more spoiler alerts than you could ever imagine.
Is that a spoiler alert itself?
Spoiler alert. Mark's got spoiler alerts. Spoiler alert. Beer will make you drunk. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Black is dark.
And white is light.
Spoiler alert. I'm out of money. Somebody send me some.
Okay. So, I don't know if this came out this week or last week. I think it came out this week. Yeah. The other one came out. Okay. So, my pick of the week is Irredeemable, issue number 16. Irredeemable, I start reading after the free comic book day, this May 1st. Basically, the story is imagine Superman getting pissed off and turning on everyone and killing everyone. Yeah.
Because it's like bad guy went good guy and good guy went bad guy, right?
Incorporable is where the bad guy turns good because he saw all the damage that...
Oh, I thought they were in each other's books.
No. Okay.
My bad, I'll shut up now.
Irredeemable came out first, and then the writer's like, fuck, I'm making money off this, I'm going to make Incorporable, where the good guy, or the bad guy turns good. But in Irredeemable is where Plutonium is basically the Superman. And he's a fucked up guy. Like, he goes to his adopted parents' house, and his brother's like slightly retarded because he caused him to be slightly retarded at a young age before he knew about his powers. And all his little brother wants his retarded older brother now wants is Cheerios. All he says is, I want Cheerios, I want Cheerios, Cheerios. And like his adopted parents pissed him off, so he like killed them and left his brother alive. So like, I guess he'll starve because he didn't get no Cheerios. But he wiped out like Taiwan. He's killing off all the other superheroes. Like,
I want to interrupt and ask you a couple of questions.
Yes.
You usually introduce this way. Who's carrying the book and who writes it?
It's through Boom, and it's Mark Waid. I have no idea who he is. If I were sober, I'd probably know more about him. But he does Irredeemable and Incorporable. I enjoy Incorporable, especially with his sex toy. What's her name? Oh, you don't read it. I'm the only one that reads it. Jailbait is the name of his sidekick, and she's like a 16-year-old girl. And since Incorporable turns good, he can't touch her no more. He's like, well, a bad guy would do it, but a good guy wouldn't. So like anything that he used to do, he won't do. But I'm talking about Irredeemable right this moment. It's twisted. It's disgusting. Like, he slept with one of his Justice League people, and like she was like dating a guy that's like Hawkman, and like it's just this twisted, sad story. It's only on issue 16. You can find, I don't know, I think they have a trade paperback for the first couple issues.
Probably like 1 through 6 or something like that.
Pretty easy to pick up the older issues of it. It's getting more popular as the weeks go along. The comic book guy, when I add it, he's like, yeah, each week I'm adding like 2 or 3 people to it. It's really interesting. It costs $4.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really worth that much. It's getting to a slow point right this moment. But the first 10 issues were just like kick ass. This issue right here that I read is my pick of the week because it was good. It was enjoyable. Like, this used to be his like best buddy right there. I can't remember his name right now. But now his supervillain that he used to fight has possessed him. So basically, a supervillain is now guiding the superhero that's now turned into a supervillain himself. A lot of twists and turns. I enjoy it. The art is decent. Boom is getting a lot of my money. Goddamn Boom. IDW is getting shit more and more money. My money.
What else are you reading through Boom? I'm interested because Boom seems to carry only like movie and TV series for the most part.
Oh, for Boom, I'm reading Incorporable, Irredeemable, isn't Dungeons and Dragons through Boom now?
Are you really reading that? I thought you were done.
I'm
with
going
that.
to cancel it, but they have a lot. The Calling of Chico Chronicles.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's an awesome friggin' comic. We're on issue 2 of that. 28 Days Later is carried by them.
All right, you're reading a lot. All right.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt too much.
Yeah, so there's a lot of comics I'm reading through Boom. I'm enjoying Boom independent comics. Check them out. They're pretty good. What's your pick for the week?
I don't really know.
Is that a spoiler alert?
No, I just really don't know. Let's go into the bag and pick something. All right. I'll tell you what it's not.
Okay.
Thanos. I promise not to do Thanos.
How you doing? Any single women out
it's
there?
Not Birds of Prey.
Like a married man?
Where's Babs?
I got my wedding ring.
It'll be this.
Where's Babs?
Babs.
It'll be this.
Oh, okay,
right
here we go. Here we go.
I was actually turned on to this book by a guy that reads books. I met him in the comic book store.
Seriously? Wait. A guy that reads books.
Is that a big spoiler alert? All right. I think that this is it's a weird read, and I was in there. I think the dude's Jewish, and he looks like a Jewish guy to me.
Did you have his thing?
No, he's got the Jew fro. White guys don't grow fros unless they're Jewish. That's what I've
But
decided.
they wear their thing.
All right. Anyhow, the book is Northlanders,
rock.
and I bought a one shot about 2 months back, and I liked it. So then I told him, why don't you go ahead and put it on my poll list, and I'll see how it goes. I'll cancel it if it sucks. So then I had the first issue of Northlanders Metal, which is actually issue 31, I believe, or which 30. This one's 31. It's weird because they run like mini-series in the continuous run. And it'll be called Northlanders like 30, but it'll be the start of Metal. Anyways, Metal is following, Metal 2, but 31 of Northlanders.
Oh, well, show that to the folks out there.
All right, so it's Metal 2, Northlanders Metal, Northlanders 31. I don't think you can see the 31. It's carried through Vertigo. The writer of Metal is Brian Wood, and then I think the artist is Ricardo. I'm not even going to try.
Before, was it like Northlanders Wood?
There was actually I think the first one is Northlanders, and then it's actually after a Viking. It's a name.
Oh, wow.
And then it just runs from there. It's weird. They run like little mini-series within their series.
Is it following the same person, or is it just completely...
different people?
Oh, shit.
But Metal is continuing to follow this huge Viking named Eric, and
Eric.
he seems slightly retarded.
What? No.
And
that's not our Eric.
No, this is a totally different Eric, and I'm talking ogre big. He's huge. And it's just a real weird read, and it kind of is actually timeline-wise, it's real. Like right now the Christians are coming in and taking over the Vikings, and that really happened, you know. So they're coming through, and basically Eric's village has basically at this point sold out to the Christians. And Eric doesn't buy into that. He still wants to be the old ways. He wants the gods of old. And he goes out and he's picking his shrooms and he gets fucking stoned. And Mother Nature, which I can't remember the god's name, but she's really weird in this. She's like half child and then half dead on the other half of her face. And it's real creepy. And she basically tells him, you have to kill them all, Eric. So he grabs his sword, which is bigger than, I'm talking like bigger than Cloud in Final Fantasy VII sword, and he fucking slays them all. But they're like nuns and shit, so this is going to be bad. I don't know where this book is really going, how long it's going to run in Metal, but I really like it. He ends up getting a bride that he stole from the Christians, and he's like doing her. He killed one of his Viking elders because he said that he's not following the old ways, and he's sold out to the Christians. This is just a real amazing read. The pages are kind of weird in it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on our camera here, but the art's the art's good, but it's interesting at the same time. But the pages are actual paper. They're not that high gloss stuff.
I like that.
Oh wow, it is like old school.
There's a lot more words than you would think, and some of the words get kind of big, so it's a higher level read.
And that's not good, it's bad.
No, that's good. That's good. It's a higher level read. It's a higher level read, but I really suggest it to anybody that likes, the kind of Viking kind of mythology, anything like that. You're just going to really love this, and it actually follows kind of timeline wise. It's right. And that's just weird for a comic book to actually do the research and be like, all right, this happened here, so the Vikings are doing battle with the Christians. I think Eric's basically a berserker. That's what I think Eric is. And like I said, I have no idea where this is going. I'm totally intrigued by it, and I'm gonna give it actually. The one shot was amazing, and don't ask me how they made you read a one shot and go, wow, that was from start to finish. That finished this whole story, and I was intrigued the whole way through. And I don't need another issue. But this metal story is just incredible, and I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10 because it's just insanely good. And I'm done reviewing for this issue.
I'll give Irredeemable this week's out of 10. I'll give it an 8. It was a solid story. It's continuing pretty good. So that's our review for our pick for this week. We'll be back for our rant. And then the girls. Oh, yeah, the girls. Oh, yeah. Maybe if you're lucky, they'll show you the feet. Yeah, we like